Hey guys, this is Dan Max at eXp Realty here. I'm with Cody at eXp Realty as well.
What's going on?
We're at his Lakewood property. We're doing the Brrrr method. We're in the process of updating. Cody has taken on a project that is rather large, but large means bigger upside. Let's walk through here. So one of the things we've been working on is replacing the floors. So something that you'll come into when you're doing some Brrrr method is
3 layers deep.
3 layers deep. And literally that's just how it is sometimes. You never know ultimately what is under the floor. So when you start ripping up, you might be lucky to see this beautiful flooring underneath.
Baseboards caked with mold, and when you pull them out, not visible ahead of time.
Yep.
Bathrooms that need to be gutted.
Yep, we had a little bit of leak action, as you can imagine. That ring there that looks like it may have shot cannon fodder from the 1840s. Residue on it. It was reused and turned into a toilet ring. It's not looking so well. That was leaking as we're coming through here. However, this house is coming along rather quickly. He has done the painting, which was nice just to kind of get out of the way. As we do the floors and we do the trim coming up, it should be something that's pretty simple.
Floors in here, though, are pretty beforehand.
Yep.
Beautiful floors, but when removing the quarter round, we saw that the cuts were a couple inches from the walls, not recoverable to put a new trim. So I had to rip them all out and replace them.
Yeah, the guy who updated this house tried to do the handyman special, which meant everything was done badly. So.
We had a pretty wall, though.
Yep.
A nice fireplace.
Yep. In general, it's one of those things where you call Cody or I, we can help you out, give you a little bit of guidance. And if you're in Colorado, we might have a contractor for you who ideally can kind of give you an estimate of where to go next. Because one of the biggest things that I think Cody and I always notice when doing fix and flips or just renovating is that the biggest gamble is what your cost's going to be, right? You can get into a project and you think it's going to be X, Y, Z, but if you don't know for sure, it's always going to be a game of figuring out what's the best way to spend the money and get the best reward. For example, he's going to live here for a year or two. He's going to get a cash out refi, and ultimately that type of money, or that money's going to be pulled out to pay himself back for this renovation.
Well, the big thing on this one is the deal's made in the purchase.
Yep.
So we bought it significantly under market value to where even with a huge remodel, we're still able to do a 20% down, cash out refi, pull all of our money back out here in about 6 to 8 months.
Yep.
And be in it for $0 down. So $0 in the deal, cash flow in 6 to 8 months. Man, that's pretty crazy. Get a $700,000 house for $0.
How did you get that deal, Cody? Explain people what we do.
This one was rather interesting. It was sitting on the market, and made a low offer. Found a unique scenario of an owner that hadn't made their mortgage payment, which we didn't know ahead of time. Nasty divorce, looking to get out from under their debt. And someone that wasn't allowing showings, we found a way in and just made it happen, right? We just stuck in there for 4 months and paid off.
Yeah, sometimes these circumstances, people might think you're taking advantage of sellers, but ultimately everyone has a different scenario. And in this case, they couldn't show the house, and those details are probably going to be kept off the video, but ultimately it was a win for him because he was able to get out of the house, move on to the next part of his life, and then had a buyer who was comfortable with taking on this kind of project and knowing there was mold issues and potential other things that were going to come up. So it's a win-win for everybody. Ultimately, we like to do energy equivalent, where in the sense that everybody wins. You don't taking advantage of people's never works out in the long run. So
we made good friendship with the owner throughout the process, make sure he was comfortable, helped him along the way, gave him extra time to move out.
Yep.
Which ate into our remodel time. We've got 3.5 weeks to flip 2,800 square feet, but we're here doing it.
Yep. All right. Well, if you guys have any questions, feel free to hit me up. Dan Max at eXp Realty, 720-255-1033. Cody Walker at eXp Realty. You want to throw your number in?
970-528-0604.
All right. Talk to you guys later.